ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. I go to the movie and I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Lord, there've been times that I thought I could last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
Good afternoon, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the library community. Now today, we was met with a lot of calls during the past few days in the recent deliberation as to what is taking place within our area concerning the two gentlemen, as you would have seen, Ernest Kiza and the next comrade, a matter of fact. And many members of the area would have reached out to us concerning this, and we intend to give a press conference concerning this whole situation that is developing here. And this is the speech that we would have had prepared. So again, good evening, my brothers and sisters. We gathered here today not in hatred or division, but out of deep and abiding love for justice, for truth, and for the voices of the people. There comes a time when silence is betrayal. Today we refuse to betray the hopes and dreams of the people of Point Fortin and Brea. We stand at a crossroad where the choices made by those who claim to represent us must reflect the will of the people, not the ambitions of a few. The OWTU selection of a candidate for these proud communities have been met with a resounding rejection. And that rejection is not rooted in malice, but in the righteous demand for true representation. We cannot and will not support this decision, because to do so would be to deny the lived experience of the hard-working men and women in these constituencies. We believe that leadership must rise from the ground up and not be imposed from the top down. As Martin Luther King Jr. once declared, injustice everywhere, anywhere is a threat to injustice anyway. And today, we stand against injustice of political maneuvering that ignores the voice of the people. We believe in Trinidad and Tobago, where every citizen, regardless to their station in life, has a right to choose their own destiny and to shape their own future and to demand accountability from those who seek to lead. Let us move forward, not with bitterness, but with unyielding determination to build a nation where the voices of Point Fortin and Brea are not heard. I mean, let us, where it is not heard and honored. Let us stand together, united in this purpose, until justice roll down like waters of righteousness, like a mighty stream. And today, people of Trinidad and Tobago, and to the area of Brea in which we represent, I and Sheldon Khan would have been representing this area on an advocacy level. And we would have set perimeters and benchmarks, a matter of fact, for others to follow. And in our wisdom, these two gentlemen have not even come close into the benchmark we would have set within this area in terms of representation towards you, the people of Brea and Point Fortin. So just how you would have reached out to us and told us about the recent development concerning the union OWTU representing those two areas, and those two candidates would have not been there on the ground and would have been following representation in the way that you see fit. Seeing that these two men would have been say that they come from the OWTU and they haven't been on the ground. Many of you have concerns concerning where their loyalty lies in terms of who they represent. So we stand here today with you, the people of Brea and Point Fortin, that we reject these two gentlemen. I and Sheldon Khan would have taken up the decision to fight these two constituencies on our own. And we will do so going forward within the future. We are also calling on Philip Alexander to say something about this, to reach out and to structure this properly, because we would have joined the Progressive Empowerment Party on the basis of representation, on the basis of representing the people within our area. And that is what we are prepared to do. And if it comes to the fact that you are no longer interested in representing the people within this area and their plight, we will have no other choice than to resign from the party. And that is my final statement on this matter. Thank you. Do not leave. We are going and start the show up next. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Renaissance Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. We are broadcasting live from the Workers' Rights Network. Now, today we have some information to divulge to you based on the topic. Now, there was a statement made by Marsha Walker. And today, it is instrumental that that statement must be expanded on to be able to explain this whole story within its fullest. Now, it's high time that representation, according to the statement in which was made just a few minutes hence, we believe that leadership must come from the ground up and not impose on the people from the top down. And that statement came on the heels of these two gentlemen here within the union pick for the area. They are not a political party. They ain't supposed to be political concerning the things that is taking place here. There are three powers that exist in any economy or any republic, any place in the world. There is government, there is business, and there is labor. And each of them control a particular domain. The government control the country. The unions control labor. And also, the businessmen control business. So it's separate. And in having this type of mix, where the people in the area is calling for political representation, it's high time that we should know our representative before they enter into politics. And that was the statement in which I agree with from Marsha Walker. So to start the ball rolling concerning this whole issue, we have some information to divulge. Sometimes there are certain people that we just sit down next to and we don't know their intentions concerning what they are about and what is their capabilities, neither their history. But today we are going to expose certain things here within this platform, and we are going to carry on this interview throughout the courses of this week. But before we go on to that, there is some warnings I am going to put up here today. We are warning you. Yes, we warning. First warning. First warning is the first warning is to Kizel Jackson and this Michaela Pandey. Now, we would have seen you. We see Kizel in Point the other day. Right? She run out. By the time we hear that and we would have reached on the scene, she dive out. Right? She dive out from the area. Michaela Pandey, since last year, we would have reached out to your communication staff and I would have requested a meeting. We would have seen you in the area of Library walking around, and people want to know what is going on there. People want to know what is going on. If you are trying to hoodwink the people within this area, or what are you proposing for the people within this area? That is what they want to find out. So we would have reached out to you, and if it come to pass that we have to post all the communication in which we would have had with you concerning this fact, then so be it. So let me put this picture up here. So during the course of this week, I mean tomorrow is Friday, we plan to do some house visit tomorrow concerning what is taking place within this constituency. If you would have missed what I would have said within the beginning, I and Sheldon Can is prepared to fight this seat here alone. We are going up as independent candidates for this area. And that, let that sink in. Don't let it reach that point that we had to turn the barrel on comrades. Don't let it reach that point. The people in this area, Library and Point Fortin, deserve representation. And for far too long, we in this area have been getting figureheads, people that say that they are going to represent, and people who we know look McClatchy, nobody don't know he from jump. Poof, he disappear within the scene. Nobody knows some of these people and them from jump. And we are going to reveal certain information. So if this is the way they intend to go with this thing here, in this area, because we in action, we mean want to post. The people fed up, I fed up, and many of you would have reached out to us or if fed up concerning what is taking place within this area. We want representation. And if we can get it in a particular way, we are going to take up this mantelpiece on our own. And if it reaches to the fact that we have to fight our way to get in, to get this thing in order, we are prepared to do so. So we intend to do some house visit tomorrow. Stay tuned to social media. We are going to go live with these type of things. The other day we was revealing certain things concerning Kizel Jackson. We asking, many of you call us still. Many of you reach out to us outside there. Yeah, I mean, why attacking Kizel so? But at the end of the day, Kizel Jackson is someone that is proposing or pushing herself to be Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and we want to find out what is her intention. She wasn't Point Fortin. We hear her, by the time we reach on the scene, poof, she disappeared. But at the end of the day, I mean, if they're incoming, we will go to them. And trust what I'm saying. The game's over. All gloves is off. All gloves. So don't let it reach that point that we had a fight here. Trust me, I'm well prepared to do that. So, I want you to understand this thing, you know. I want you to understand what I'm talking about. Let me see this video. If it come down that we have to deal with certain comrades, then so be it. We go close behind and we go shoot. Don't worry about yourself. When I sign up for this thing, I sign up to represent the people, and that is what I am about to do.
Shoot. Magnificent valor. Shoot them.
Now, if it reached a point that we had to face friends, if it reached the point that we have to face people that we was in good terms with for the sake of the people within this area, so be it. So with that, we are going to play this second clip here. We could not have played the entire clip concerning that. I hope you understand where we are coming from concerning this thing here. Now this here have been sent to us. I mean, within our research, a matter of fact, I want you to understand.
Love Movement, the PP, the OWTU, and the other unions here with us. Can you just identify us loudly, please? Go ahead.
David Forbes, General Secretary, Trinidad and Tobago Postal Workers Union, and we endorse this agenda of interest.
Now, the guy that you are seeing there within that green shirt, that is Ryan Ramdat.
General of the Contractors and General Workers Trade Union, and we sincerely and surely and everything endorse this movement of
Sean Roberts, President General of Transport and Industrial Workers Union.
That is the president of that union. So let me bring it back around. That the guy that is seen there, that is Ryan Ramdat. Away, follow me here this afternoon. Now there was a disturbing clip that would have went wrong within the public domain. And everybody is sorting an interpretation on that clip. The person in green, the two of them, they are from TU, Transport Industrial Workers Union. And if it is that they are so interested in having any coalition and representing people, the people in which they would have kicked out outside the union for trivial, let me repeat, for trivial reason, they would have never done that. Let me go into the story. It's a little long. And the reason why I'm doing this, I wanted to be played within context so you could understand. First clip.
At union office, I come to drop off from some comrades because they was wrongfully suspended by this new executive. So we asked them,
who is the new executive? Who is the new executive? The gentleman there, the general secretary in green, the president of that same union.
President General of the Contractors and General Workers Trade Union, and we sincerely and surely and everything endorse this movement of
Sean Roberts, President General of Transport and Industrial Workers Union.
Right, so you understand where this thing going.
Do welcome this coalition of interest.
Sean Roberts, Ryan Ramdat, the General Secretary and the President of Transport Industrial Workers Union. See for yourself. Now,
no, so they asked them to come for some meeting today. Up to this day, they can't give them the reason of the suspension. No, but here I telling you, I was now stand up under this cover tree, and all who know Transport Industrial Workers Union yard. I was now stand up under this, and an executive officer now pass here and stop and talk to me and tell me, we them not warring, we them not fighting, we and let we come together because we had to get money. I say, well, take off the expulsion. Right? He say he going up and talk to the executive. But this is the results after the conversation. This is the way they try to resolve matters. So let me hear what the police had to say. And I just like to record for my own personal safety. Right?
Good morning.
Morning, madam. How are you doing?
So from the Boston Street Police.
Okay, yes.
You are aware of this document here?
That's a pap letter. A pap letter is... you
Are
are
you
aware?
aware of it?
Yes, I'm aware of a pap letter.
Right, so in this...
Can you explain the letter to me? What is the name of the letter? You asked me if I'm aware of many
You
letters.
said you have one?
No, I'm aware of many letters.
I know into the recording thing, right? So if you're doing
No, this is my rights. This is my rights.
recording purpose, I know that,
This is my right, but then you break the law and do what you need to do, officer. This is my rights to record. If you don't know the law, then I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to do what is right. And a pap letter, Mr. Rani, I'm not making mischief. A pap letter, a lawyer don't have to go through that because...
Now, that is the gentleman there. Let me bring back this tape here. I want you to understand what is going on. The person in green, that is the gentleman there. So, a court order. It was a letter that was written to the person, and they would have taken up this matter in court. It remains a court issue at this point in time. But at the same time, how on earth can you get the police to make a decision like that without any court documents? Let me be real. But anyway, let me go on to the video.
And he viewed the case and realized that this not making sense, he might or might not pick up the matter. But one thing we know for sure is that we are pursuing. No, you can't tell me that. No, I said no, I will. I'm doing this for my safety. Okay? You could show him whatever. If you know the rights of a unionist, an expulsion from a recognized company is failure. So you can't expel me. The court has to determine, and any action they have to take, they have to wait on a court order. So not with you calling them and telling them this and showing them all these foolish things. A pap letter is something that a lawyer he uses as an intimidation factor. Right? You do have to go through. Yes, and that way they can do. We are recognized.
Based on this document here, so you're not supposed to be on the premises, and we are here
no,
to
ma'am, you don't.
escort
You see,
you off of the premises,
no,
right?
then you need to break the law. You need, and I need you all to record this because this wouldn't be going like.
We are here to escort
because
you off the premises. Are you saying that you're not leaving?
I'm not leaving.
You're not leaving,
no,
right?
I don't mind being arrested.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, I don't mind. Okay.
You're leaving the compound, you're not leaving the compound.
No, I already told you, no, officer. Okay. Record this for me, and I hold this for me. I'm not even giving up. I'm not even giving up.
In that case,
I'm not taking a spot. So I'm saying, if you are willing to remove me, yes, I am not taking a spot. So I'm standing up for you to remove me. Right. Okay, that's not in that way.
I'm going to remove it. Is that resistant? Right? So we
am
resistant. So, we have to go that way, right?
You will not pull my clothes.
You have to come off the compound, and that's the way we're going about it, right?
Hey.
You're really doing it. You're going off the compound, we ain't going off the compound.
Just walk out and go and forget that now. People. Hey, yeah, and you're being recorded. That's madness. Okay.
I want your full name. That is what I want. Your full name.
Put on your slippers.
Are you recording that for me? I don't feel like fear anymore. Because me disrespect you, look what you do.
Apparently, this is what you wanted,
This
right?
is what I want,
we
yes.
ask you nicely to
You
remove
want
yourself.
We have to come on.
I'm obeying. Let go me.
That's not.
Let go me. Right. I'm not resisting. Let go me.
Pulling your hands away is
Let go me. Edwin.
Sir, pulling
Why
your
you see up
hands.
with my hand right? Why you see up with my hand right?
Pulling your hands.
Last thing up here, let go me right. You're the last one. Let go me right.
So it's up to you
From
now.
there,
Resisting her.
I fly fair now, yeah. Go to your recording there. I'm not seeing it.
Let me go, let me go. Let me go.
Fight, fight.
Let me go.
Come on, friend. You give me that phone there, man. I'm going to phone it. I'm going to phone it. Come on. Yes, you can take this stuff.
Yeah, the officer in. We in the back of the road. Hey, we know them. Yes, I know. Everybody know them. Them from the back road know them too. So we know them. We know them. We know he. So we know he. Everybody knows he. You don't get a call already. Yeah, that madness. That madness. Relax. That will deal with. That will sort out with. Relax.
Now,
that was sort out.
Now, we have many angles concerning this whole scenario here that would have taken place with that gentleman. And I wanted to understand the person, the one in green that he ran around that, and the president was sitting there in that whole coalition. Now, if it is the members in a union don't have a voice as to speak out on certain things that is taking place and then get a chance to explain themselves, because what could happen is that they could come about, and once it have all the presidents and the branches and these people to come together and they say, I don't know what this person within the union, but that don't say it is a legal decision or what basis they would have made this decision on. And these people and them would have brought them up there. They would bring them here on this platform once as to explain themselves. You know, they keep on saying the same thing. They're emotional as to explain what is taking place within the own structure of the union. And what we are saying is this. When it is a leader is picked from the ground, he can never end up around a table with Kamala Prasad says, if it is homework is being done and the people is able to have an input on certain things that is taking place within any party, the party will be going on the correct path. When the people ceases to have influence over the leadership and the system, the constitution that governs a party, anything could happen. Now the gentleman here again, for you to see, the members of the public, is this person here. And when we are talking about trade unions doing certain things, there are many people within the area of Brea and Point Fortin, by extension, that is rejecting the representation of these two individuals. Where did they came from? Where they came from? And that is a serious question that needs to be asked here in Trinidad and well in this area. Now, as I say, we have different angles. So you could see, same gentleman, monkey know what treat the climb, yes? This one, you need to see this one.
Where are you doing? Where are you doing? You're going up the compound, you ain't going up the
Staples. Hey, you're recorded.
Before I go, I want your full name. You're breaking the law. I want your full name. That is what I want. Your full name. Are you recording enough for that? I don't feel like staying in that more.
Apparently, this is where you want it, right? Because we asking nicely.
You want to come on? She's come on handcuff. I'm obey. Let go me. Let go me. Right. I'm not interested. Let go me.
Pulling your hands away is
But let go me, worry. Adrian.
Sir, pulling
Why
your
you scared of my handbag? Why you scared of my handbag?
Pulling your hands.
Yes, they don't play. Why let go me, right? You're an asshole.
We can't.
Let go me, right? Bob there. Let's say friend or you. Alright, go to your recording there. Can you have seen me?
There we go.
So it's a quick fight.
There we go.
Stop my friend.
Now, the gentleman there in the pit here would have came to drop off somebody as he would have explained. And just being a ground, nobody don't know where if he waiting to pick them back up or what have you. Drop off and decide to wait on them. The union, not the delegates, but the executives and them would have made a decision to expel the gentleman. And knowing the concept of RMUs, what they would have done, what the union would have done, is say to that gentleman, basically, expelling from a union, when they expel it from the union, and the union had the RMU over that particular, it's MTS, had the RMU over the recognized majority over MTS, and he expel somebody from the union, what the union is saying to that gentleman is that we're not representing you. Conflict of interest. And there was a number of them that was expelled, in which the union would have said that they're not representing. Based on what some of these people and them would have been the one to know what going on with their negotiation, or as Oya would have known, PTSC didn't get an offer yet, NTS didn't get no offer yet. When people getting 4%, other people still on zero. So at the end of the day, they was pushing the executive, Ryan Ramdad being one of them. And there are many others. And they have chosen not to represent the people that is in their union. They choose not to. And yet still, they're trying to tell the country, they're trying to tell Trinidad and Tobago that they're standing together with a party to represent the country. And this is what is going on within their union, and that is what we are telling you. The people within this area, Point Fortin and Brea, have never seen these two people on the ground. Yes, they would have fight, one of them would have fight a local election, but what support if you go around the area and try to understand, and I will make it my personal business to go next door and talk to the person neighbor, and you go see, we go show you the house. Yes, Kiza, you had your friend and thing, you had your say, you was in the union, you was a boss. You understand? You know nothing about being here on the ground. You might have passed through that for a brief moment, but there are people living in this every single day. Ask about me. Trust what I'm saying. Ask, you go see. Ask. I don't fear here, I don't fear nobody. So at the end of the day, this here is what is being purported by the people within the area. This here is what is taking place within the union, and this is the same gentleman here in which I'm telling you here. There are people, not everybody, that hear the call and run to say they want to represent people are not true. They are not true to the cause. They just hear it, people naturally are attracted to power. But if representation was the name of the game, expelling somebody from a union is one of the most harshest measures that could be taken place on a member. Disciplining them. I mean discipline them. But what, for what cause? For what cause people just get suspended from union when they thief? Misappropriation. And when you just flexing muscles because you can't do it, one must ask the question, what type of benefit that this union is going to bring to the United National Congress? Question to you. So instead of in persisting on this a little longer, there are certain things that we have to handle today concerning this thing. There are people that we are going to have certain house visit the place of work because they ain't coming. We send out the edict, they ain't come. It go have a showdown here. Kizel Jackson we put outside. We put out here within the public domain. Where you get finance from, we want to know. We want to know. The population wants to know. What is your intentions for these areas? Don't just come and people, what way you feel it is. Yesterday, this was sent to us, this picture of this nice vehicle. And there are certain information that we are going to place within the public domain that are going to shake, that is going to shake heads. According to Ian Allen, head going and roll with some of the discoveries in which we have discovered. But at the same time, we still listen to you, the people within the public domain. Some of you say, don't attack the woman, don't attack Kizel, she do a lot of good for people. But we have to find out. We have to find out. And we will do just that. So with that, we are out. As for these two gentlemen, they are rejected by the people within this area. Kiza, the people don't want to hear, listen to the people. And Elder, nobody don't want you there neither. Clyde Elder. Nobody don't want you there neither. Ernesto Kiza and Clyde Elder. Ernesto Kiza and Clyde Elder. The people of Point Fortin and Brea checks you. This is not with bitterness. And to stay silent is a form of betrayal to the people that in which we would have been representing for years on the ground. Let me show you something. Before I go, Let me play a voice note for you to hear. Wait to hear. When they ask about Kiza, send it for me. They ask about Kiza.
I want Nigel Khan to represent Fortin. I want Nigel Khan to represent Fortin. I want Nigel Khan to represent Fortin.
Looking for the next one, but
I want Nigel Khan to represent Fortin.
And that is in a personal, that is in a chat, a matter of fact. So to you, the members, I was just taking the chat just now there. Who are those people? I don't know. I mean, there are people within the area. But many of you know the truth. Yeah, cool. Cool, brother. We don't know. But we know them from the area. Clyde Elder and Ernesto Kid. And Ernesto Kiza. And we will reveal more of this to you. And again, if we are to close we eye and fight comrades, then so be it. We are prepared to do just that. My name is Renison Jeffrey. This is the Workers' Rights Platform. Like, share, and subscribe, and we will come into you with hard-hitting facts. We are going to tell you in a few months, in a few weeks, how we are going to start a roll out this campaign in the Fortin and Brea area. And there are some house visits that we are going to visit. Trust what I'm saying, you can't come down here in front. I ain't taking that here again. When I come here to fight, I come here to fight for my people. I come here to represent. And that is what this thing is about. And if any other had to come to represent you, the people within this area, I ain't gonna lie, the fight, the work that we would have done on the ground, the other past 2 weeks, and the barometers in which we have set, have to reach them barometers. It's about damn time that the people get what they want done on this side. Too massive industry. And people lock out. Petrotrin closed down. Bye. Thanks for watching. And thanks for joining us here live on this broadcast. And we will, during the course of this week here, we are coming with hard-hitting issues. Thank you.
Thank you.